Hi folks, it's Lapp, and in case you don't know what this is, it's called a desk. I have been brainstorming ideas for my product, Certified Water, and I am running out of ideas. It seems like we've created so many ideas that it's to a point where we don't really know what we're making anymore. So, I decided, I know, maybe I should put tap water into our brand. That way it'll lower production budget. This is one of those subjects that aren't very brought up that much. You want to know why? We're too busy creating ideas in general to even bring this up. Ideas are generated as thoughts or suggestions that relate to beliefs, opinions, or plans. And by beliefs, I mean philosophies. An idea, for example, is simply a puzzle piece for something bigger. And when that jigsaw puzzle comes together, it comes to reality. Concepts can go everywhere and vary in size, but all of them require development. Define development. That helps Google. Growth is definitely important to further advance and elaborate an idea. Otherwise, it'll feel unfinished. Ideas are generated like rough drafts that obviously require a revision to the final. You want to know what else is going through development? The modern world. I think the fact that the world comes up with many wacky ideas show how much more garbage can be on this planet. Media is a huge example of this. Do you want a TV show about turtles being ninjas? That's a thing. Do you want a video game about a blue hedgehog defeating robots? That's a thing. Do you want airplane peanuts? All of these concepts or ideas are either completely original or completely built upon another idea. And it's incredible how many are created every day. So many complex things are being sent around, and it's slowly benefiting our evolution. But I have an idea. We can use a bunch of water brands, paste our logo in there, and they'll think it's different. That way they'll think that we're putting different types of flavors. Let's be honest, there are millions of ideas out there in this world, and when there are many that become known, it'll likely be reused over and over and over and over. And I know that I said that ideas are either original or built off another idea. But we come to a point where originality is out of the equation. With how many ideas are incorporated in our world, we created so many things to the point where past creations themselves even get reinvented. Some are even unnecessary concepts that nobody cares about. A horrible way of using inspiration is to take ideas and not do anything else with them. Where's the development? If there's no effort, then it's purely suffering from unoriginality. Here, I'll give you an example. A movie like Home Alone. Kevin McAllister needs a break from his family and later gets left home alone. Some robbers want to get into his home, but because of valuable things. So Kevin decides to create a house of horrors. The Madman. This is a great movie for its idea, and became one of the most beloved holiday movies ever. And when a great idea becomes acknowledged, it will likely be taken by others and or expanded upon. So they created a sequel. Then again, and again, once more, and yeah. You have 5 other movies that are practically a clone of the first, just with different actors, setting, and goals. And if you think switching the likability to the protagonist and the antagonist in this story, you're not changing anything. You're supposed to develop something new, change things up at the very least. Unoriginality is not much of an issue if there are a few of it misplaced here and there. But if it's used more often, it's bound to become underwhelming for that idea. And the worst part is, it's hard to avoid it because it's ongoing and gradually getting harder to think of something new. Creativity is another trait that defines a person. It shows how their imagination, their mind, their ideas are put to the test. You have the ability to create and add something to this world, and so many things will happen. But what matters most is if your idea makes a difference. Creating something useless already means that it just doesn't work, and this happens even though you've invested time to culminate its growth sometimes. That's why people go through what I call the drawing board syndrome, where people test ideas they have, and is kind of where many suffer the consequence of seeing what sticks and what doesn't. Especially now, this is a cycle you'll see all the time when developing an idea. So, step 1 in the drawing board, pick an idea. The easiest step in the drawing board. And if you can't do it, well, how the hell can you make No idea. That's impossible. We make ideas all the time because that's what humans do. Like I said before, ideas are generated as thoughts in our minds. They are a combination of many things. Pick one and you're good to go. Step number 2, modify the idea. It's a draft idea, so you might as well fix its flaws unless it's really good enough. Check everything else to see if it fails or falls flat. Step number 3, validation. This is the part where you see what sticks. If the idea has already been taken, bring it back to step 2 and modify it. If it's been done to death like a million times, forget the idea and repeat the process. If it did work, bam, new idea. Many people repeat this cycle because an idea takes a while to mold it, and just do it into something new. I'm sure that as time passes by, it'll be a lot different, but otherwise, stick with what you got and see what it works. I got an idea. We can go to the nearest fountain and put water there. That way, it'll increase the marketing and people will more likely get samples of our product. This is going to be the best idea yet. This wasn't a very good marketing strategy.